What is up, guys? So in today's video, we're gonna go over why having your schedule is so important. So we did another video and it was about what your agenda should look like as a real estate agent, but today we're gonna go over why it's actually so important. So there's a quote, I think Tina Call said it, and shout out to Tina. She says, "Show me your schedule and I'll show you your income in real estate." And I think that's totally true. From my experience, I didn't actually want to have a schedule. I, in fact, got into this business because I figured I could do everything on my own time and I would have the freedom to create my schedule. And that is true to an extent. It wasn't until I imitated my brother's schedule that I started getting results and consistent results. Before this, I was getting probably one listing every couple months, every 2 or 3 months, and it wasn't sustainable. But I talked to my brother because he had always seemed to have consistent results. And I said, "Vasily, what does your schedule look like?" And he told me, I wake up at this time, I go to the office by this time, I'm making calls or sending out mailers at this time, and then I usually leave at this time. So I was like, oh man, like that sounds like a 9 to 5. And I resisted it as much as possible. But until I actually thought, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. Then I started to have actually more freedom. Because while I thought that I wouldn't have freedom if I followed this, it was actually the opposite. I didn't have freedom not following this because I was all over the place. I didn't have any money, and when I started following it, I realized certain parts of the day were freed up for me, and not only that, I had money to go enjoy myself during those times. So I thought that too much structure would actually kill my happiness, my creativity, and my freedom to be creative. But structure gives you the freedom, and without it, what real freedom do you have? So I'm going to recommend a book to you guys. It's called The Perfect Day Formula by Craig Ballantyne. I actually just finished it. I think it's really good, and it goes over the concept of getting the most important thing done in the beginning of your day. So as soon as you wake up. And the funny thing about this is that you could have a coach, right? And I've had a coach in the past, and they'll ask you questions usually, probably ask you, hey, what does your current schedule look like? And then you tell them. And then they'll ask you, what's the most important thing that you could do to improve your business, get it to the next level? And then they will have you do that in the beginning part of the day when you're most alert, you're most aware. You can really sit down without many distractions of the day. Like usually later in the day, you get a lot of emails, calls, and things that could distract you from doing those important things. And what they'll do is they will tell you to do this and then keep you accountable. And just for that, be able to charge you tens of thousands of dollars for that information. Now, that shows the importance of accountability. It shows you the importance of having that structure in order to give you the freedom in the rest of your life. So after I did this, I noticed that my results were consistent and I was getting the most important thing done in the beginning of the day, and that allowed me to free up the remaining of the day. So now my schedule, what it looks like is I'll wake up early, and he suggests in the book that you try waking up 15 minutes earlier than you're typically used to. And now my day will start around anywhere from 5 to 7. I'll get up, I'll get the phone calls in, because in real estate, if you are looking to get listings, which is the highest form of leverage in this business, you want to contact sellers. Like, I made a rule for myself, I'm not working unless I'm talking to sellers that want to sell. And that rule of thumb has worked for me very well. So I'll spend anywhere from 1 to 2 hours making phone calls, about 100 calls, talking to sellers in the beginning portion of the day. And That way, by noontime, I'm almost completely done with all the most important tasks. And then from then until maybe 3 or 5, I'm just doing things that they're not highest priority, but they need to get done. So it everything is ultimately completed by that time, but I can relax a little more knowing that I got the major, most important tasks completed at the beginning portion of the day. And it helps you prepare for the next day, because at the afternoon time, when you've already completed most of the things that you need to, now you're just maybe sending out emails, like these income tasks. You're sending out these emails. You can do extra things. It frees up time to do extra things, like setting up tomorrow's schedule and doing maybe your business taxes or creating an LLC, all these things that will progress your business forward, but they aren't actually going to make you money today, tomorrow, or in 60 days. Like, they're more of tasks that have to get done, but they aren't necessarily important for your business today, which you have to make sure that you're doing on a daily basis, those high income producing activities, if you want to be in business tomorrow. So I highly recommend that book. Also, if you guys need any help with real estate, anything regarding real estate, there is a link in the description. You can schedule a 30-minute strategy call. We can go over anything that you like. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you soon.